Good day, good day. It's your boy Betty, it's your man Markel Prines, home business coach and mentor, MrRVADelivered.com, one half of the talk show Talks Over Drinks. No suit, no tie, no college degree, but we still out here making money. Okay, you guys, real quick. In my previous video, I told you a little bit about my story, about how I got started in affiliate marketing. And in this video right here, I'm going to give you guys some actionable steps so that you can take so that you can become successful in affiliate marketing. If you're interested in making money from home, this is the place for you. What I'm going to talk about in this video is how I turn $1 into $150. So for that, we're going to jump into the computer.
Hey, Chief. We got us one wrong.
Already.
This that motivation right here.
Yes, sir.
You know, the people need that motivation.
Tenfold.
Everybody going through something, you know what I mean?
Okay, you guys, so I'm not even going to waste any time. So right off top, this is what you need to do in order to turn $1 into over $150. What you're going to do is you're going to go to my website, markelprines.com, and this is the page that you're actually going to see that shows up. I want you guys to scroll down, and as you can see, these are a list of all the tools that you'll actually have access to for the $1. As you scroll down, you're going to see this button right here, access it all now for $1 and take your business to the next level. Now after you click on that button, you're going to have a small registration page. It's going to be real quick and easy. You just register, and then when you sign in to your back office, this is the site page that you're actually going to see. When that loads up, all you have to do is hover over the top section where it says apps, and as you can see, there's a list of different tools, right? We only need one. I'm going to go over to the far left, the first one listed, which is the Cheetah website builder, and you're going to click on that. Now I already have my Cheetah website builder uploaded, so yours is going to look a little bit different when it loads, because you're not going to have any websites. Of course, myself, I've been building websites for myself and for different customers, so I have a few here. But what you're actually going to see, you're going to see a button that says create new site. We're going to click on that, and you'll have two options. It'll say professional templates or smart templates. So we're just going to go with the professional templates. We're going to choose. Now when that loads up, it's going to have a lot of different options here that you can pick from. Different templates that's already designed. All you have to do is just click, edit to suit whatever need you have. So let's say, for example, we go back up to the top. If you go into the niche funnel section, it'll have different examples of websites. So if you know a local martial arts place that might need a website, that's a template you can actually send to them to see if they would like something like that. And if they say yes and agree to your price, which I would say a minimum of $150 when it comes to building a website. Now, if you guys are familiar with different websites, then you know that the cost of a website can go as much as in the thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, depending on what the website actually allows you to do. Now, you have dental cleaning, real estate, funnels, auto detailing, dog grooming. So there's a lot of different options of templates that you can select from, depending on if you already know people in these industries that might need a website. But for this particular purpose, what we're going to focus on is local music artists. There's a lot of artists that I know of that would love to get put on to the music scene and be able to have their art, their music shared with the world and be able to make some money off of it. So what we're going to do, we're going to focus on helping them out. But instead of picking a template, we're just going to start off with a blank canvas. So we're going to click blank. And then we just click select this one. Now when the website loads, or the next page loads, it's going to come with the option of the home page. This is the first page. So of course you can add as many pages as you need for the websites that you're going to be creating. But to start off, we're going to start with the home page. We're going to click on edit page. Okay, you guys, so the page is loaded. Now what it'll have here, it'll have a introductory box already listed here, so we can actually delete that. Right click, delete, so that we're starting absolutely brand spanking new with nothing at all. So let's see, matter of fact, we're going to delete this right here also, so that we need to start from bare, so that we need to add what's called a panel. So to do that, we're going to click on this section right here. But before we do, one of the biggest problems that a lot of entrepreneurs have when they get into an industry such as this, where you have the ability to create anything that you can possibly imagine, the biggest problem that you run across is lack of imagination. A lot of times we have access to so many different things, but we don't know what to do with the things that we have. But real quick, I'm going to show you before I click on this side panel. Since we're dealing with music artists and we want to help a local artist out, let's find something as far as a reference point of what we're going to make our website look like in order to help that artist. So one particular website that I thought about going to right here is Def Jam Recordings. So anybody familiar with Def Jam knows that they have represented a lot of our top artists, some of our most popular artists throughout history, throughout the decades. And as you can see on their website, there's so many different artists that's still listed here, that still signed to Def Jam, and it still even has LL Cool J listed, which I believe he just released something new not too long ago. So LL is still making music apparently, so he's still listed on the Def Jam Recordings website. But just think of all the major artists that's come through Def Jam Recordings, and how many hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars that this website itself has helped Def Jam generate over the decades. So as we can see, starting from the top, scrolling to the bottom, this is a real small page right here. There's not much here, so we don't really have to do too much work to kind of duplicate something like this. Now we have a website that we can work with, kind of mimic a little bit, right? So now let's think about music artists. Who can we promote this to? Who can we make a website for? Now a lot of the local music artists that I know, when they make music, they send it to a couple of different sources. Either they're going to send their music and upload it to YouTube, or the majority of people, they're going to go to SoundCloud, right? So that's the other website we're going to look at. So I already clicked on SoundCloud, right, just to look at what the SoundCloud website looks like. And right off top, it has a list of different artists that you can click on to listen to. Now we're going to come back to this page in just a moment, but first we're going to go back to our Cheetah Builder, since we already have a template, the Def Jam website, that we want to kind of mimic, right? So real quick, let's go back there. Starting from the top, what we have is a banner, and if we scroll, it looks like the banner scrolls also, and then we have a background picture, and then we have this bottom section with the list of the different music artists. So from the looks of it, it looks like it's only 1, 2 panels. Now panels are very important because we're going to come back to our builder, and that's of course what we need to add. We need to add a panel, right? So we have a heading, then 1 panel, and then another panel. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to click on that little arrow right there, and of course this is going to pop out. We have 2 sections, panels and elements, so we're going to click on panels. And for this right here, we're actually going to select one of the templates here, because we're going to build this section by section. So of course the first thing that we need is our header, right? So we're going to click on a header, and we're going to look at something that kind of resembles the Def Jam one, right? So if we forgot a little bit, let's go back to it and look at it. So we have artists, videos, music, news, shop, subscribe. We have it all over here to the right side. So we're going to go back to our builder and see if we can find something that looks similar. And I think this right here kind of fits that bill, right? All right, so first section kind of done. We just have to click on it, edit it, do some editing of it, and you know, it'll kind of look like this. This is a little bit bigger banner. This is smaller, but what we can do is, if we want ours to be bigger, we just click on it and we can just drag it, extend it out. But of course, we don't want to make ours look exactly like the Def Jam one. We want it to have its own variation. So of course, if we want to change the color, we can change the color, change whatever we want on there. This is the power of being able to do whatever it is that you want, right? So let's go back to the Def Jam page. So as we see, we have one panel right here. It has a big picture, right? So let's go back, and what we're going to do, we're going to add another panel, right? We're going to add a second panel. Now, what we can do, we can look through the different templates to see, let's see what we might, if there's already a template that looks kind of like that with just a big picture. As you can see, there's a lot of different templates here depending on what section. So I'm in the feature section, and the first one right here says first fold. So usually a first fold will have something that looks like what we need. This is like the first thing that you see on a website that really catches people, where they usually provide their information, like their name and their email, just so that we can be able to contact them later on. But real quick, what we're going to do is we're just going to click on, let's see which one we want. We'll click on this right here. Alright, so we have a second panel right here, right? Alright, so we got our second panel. Alright, so let's go ahead and add a third one. Now let's go back to that third one just to see again what that looks like. So that's just a listing of names and stuff, right? So let's go back and see for our third panel which one might suit the need for something that looks more like that. And I think we just saw it just a second ago in like the features section. You know, something that looks a little bit more like this, right? Let's just click on that. Alright, it says panel created. So now we have 3 sections. Now all we have to do is just go in and edit all of these sections just so that we can make it look close to, but not completely identical to the Def Jam site. Now let's go back to the SoundCloud, because I want to show you something very, very important. This is what's going to be real attractive to the customer, the music artist. Now we're not going to do any editing of this stuff here right now, but the most important thing that I want you to see is how we can actually feature our artists on the website, have their music be on there, so that, you know, when we're presenting it to them, they can have a better example of what their website will look like. So starting off with the first artist, I don't really even care who it is, but let's see, Lil TJ. I don't know who this artist is, but if I wanted to feature this artist on the page, all I would have to do is these 3 little dots right here, click on that, and just like we would share on social media, we're going to click on the share button, right? But for this, we're going to do something very special. Instead of sharing it the normal way through your Twitter, Facebook, you know, different things like that, we're going to go to the embed section. Now in the embed section, there's going to be a code here. It's called an iframe. What we're going to do, we're going to copy that iframe, and then we're going to come back to our Cheetah Builder. Now this is where it gets very interesting and becomes real attractive to an artist, because now if I want that particular artist as a client, I'm going to go into this section. Let me go back up. So for the panels that we got in, we were in the panel section, right? Now for what we need now, since we got our iframe, what's called the iframe, we're going to click in the elements section. So these are all the different elements that you'll have, but the one that we need is called the iframe. So we're going to click on iframe, and as that comes up, we're just going to drag it on over. Alright, so the iframe is listed right there. You can't really see it, but if you can see, I'm moving it around because the iframe itself is empty. There's nothing there yet, right? So we're just going to click on it again, and you see this little edit element. I'm going to click on that, and then it'll have general settings right at the top, and that's exactly where we need to be in. I'm going to click on general, and as you can see, embed URL, embed doc. So I believe for this purposes, we're going to go into the embed doc, and we're going to click apply. We're going to copy what we had on the SoundCloud. We already had that copied, and we're going to paste it in there, and now we're going to click apply. Right, as soon as we click apply, now what do we have? We have Lil Tay listed there. So we have Lil Tay's SoundCloud right here on the website, and if I wanted to preview this, of course we wouldn't give it to him just as it is like that. We would make it look a little bit better. But if we preview that, I believe we'll be able to listen to it in preview mode without having to go to the actual website and publish it. So let's see what happens when we click play. Alright, so it looks like it plays the artist's music, which I believe this song is called Calling My Phone. So there you have it, real quick, how you can make a website so that they can build up a customer base, be able to have on here a learn more button, or instead a buy now button if they wanted to sell their album that they wanted to promote, and a SoundCloud right here so that if a person wanted to hear an example of their music, they'd be able to hear an example of their music. And that's just how you do it. But I wouldn't recommend starting any lower than $150. Really, for something like this, a music artist that might have a lot of stuff, a lot of work that's going to be needed to be done throughout the month, they might want to upload new music periodically, weekly, then that's a separate fee. So we probably wouldn't go too crazy on creating a website for them. As far as the fee for that, we'll give them the real low cost for that, but then charge them monthly for updating and maintaining the site, adding the different music, adding whatever else. Let's say down here there's different things. If they want to book shows, we can have links here so that people can contact them to book them for shows or whatever, or if they have other services that they want to promote. So once again, this is your boy, better yet your man, Markel Prines. Hopefully this right here comes in handy for you. This is how to turn $1 into over $150. And before I go, I just want to show you exactly the website itself that I actually turned $1 into $150 from most recently, and that's this site right here called Genie in a Bottle. So let me just click on that. I'm going to go to the website, and it's a local company in Richmond, Virginia. So if you guys want to have something that, some great seasonings that taste good, that makes your food just taste, amazing. If you're tired of eating bland food, contact this company here that's located in Richmond, Virginia, and they have different spices and seasonings and stuff like that. So as you can see, soul seasoning, lemon, salt and pepper, miss salt and pepper, granny yams. So they got a couple of different seasonings. Now to think they have a contact right here section, but this page right here is something that I made for a recent customer, and this has made me over $150, because of course, to make the website, you charge a fee for your website, but then of course is monthly maintenance. So what I want you to think about these websites as is like real estate. So instead of a person having a brick and mortar business and paying rent monthly, which could be over thousands of dollars a month for a brick and mortar business, how about just having a website where they can sell their products from, ship it from their homes or wherever they have it stored at, and they pay a monthly fee, hosting fee as it's called, to make sure that their business stays open. So $150 is the minimum that you can take $1 and turn it into a monthly residual or passive income. And with that, have a great rest of your day.